evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, May the 24th, 2016. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, if you're looking for a job, there's plenty of options on a state website. A Tullahoma business is temporarily shut down after a truck crashed into their building. We'll bring you video from Friday night's Tullahoma High School graduation. West Middle School hosted Tennessee Tech University's STEM program last week, and the American Legion Auxiliary's Poppy Sale is coming up this weekend. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, STEM and Nav Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the STEM McNamara Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind STEM McNamara Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what the difference our detail can make.
Hey everybody, this is Shane Owens. Do you love real classic country music? Well, we're going to be here June the 7th, 7:30 for a free concert right here at the Civic Center in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Doors open at 6:30 and we can't wait to see you here.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development reported Friday almost 200,000 jobs were posted on the jobs4tn.gov website in April of this year. That marks a record number of job opportunities employers across the state have advertised on the site. Middle Tennessee recorded 96,503 openings, almost half the total job openings for the state. West Tennessee had just over 60,000 openings, and East Tennessee reported 42,000 job openings. There are a variety of job openings across the state representing a wide range of educational and skill level requirements. Jobs4tn.gov was initiated by Governor Bill Haslam to help Tennesseans streamline the process of finding a new career. Employers in both the public and private sectors post job opportunities on the site. Jobs4tn.gov is a free service for job seekers and employers and also offers career assistance resources.
The Coffee County Sheriff's Department is asking for the public's help. Authorities are searching for 32-year-old Christopher James Decent of Hillsborough Boulevard, Manchester. Decent is wanted on a burglary charge, violation of probation, child support, and failure to appear. If you have seen Christopher James Decent or know his whereabouts, please call the Coffee County Sheriff's Department at 931-570-4011. They ask you to leave a detailed message if no one answers. As always, the Coffee County Sheriff's Department thanks the public for its help and support.
A woman suffering from an apparent medical condition crashed her truck into a van parked next to Lightning Lube on Monday afternoon, causing extensive damage to both the van and the Lightning Lube building. I spoke to Lightning Lube General Manager Jeff Meacham.
Car come proceeding down the hill here down Jackson Street, and it just kind of jumped our curb, run into one of our customers' vehicles, and it kind of pushed in the front corner of the structure. Now we're waiting on a structural engineer to show up tomorrow, and then we'll know the extent of the damage and what all we have to do. Maybe we won't be closed too long, but we'll be here for our customers as soon as we can get back.
But for right now, Lightning Lube is shut down today, isn't it?
Yes, for right now we're shut down until the city clears us to open back up.
Okay. I believe you said that earlier that there was one person that was transported to the hospital involved in the accident.
Yes, sir. There was a woman that was driving the Nissan pickup truck. She appeared to be slumped over the steering wheel whenever I got to her after the accident. Got to her, opened the doors, cut the vehicle off, and kind of woke her up, made sure she was there and sound, and just kind of kept her alert until the medical team got here.
Were you guys inside? You guys were inside working when all this happened?
Yes, sir. We was inside doing oil changes and daily work.
Right. Now, I bet that was quite a shock to you guys.
It was. I didn't know whether it was a bomb or what had happened.
Right. So how are you going to be able to secure this tonight? It looks like there's pretty extensive damage to this one side of the building.
We've got Apex Restoration on the way out. We're going to board it all up for the night and get it all secured up, make sure nobody can get in, and make sure it's sound enough for the evening.
Okay.
Friday night was graduation night at Tullahoma High School. Let's listen to remarks from class valedictorian Matthew Sweeney.
It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2016, Matthew Sweeney.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and my fellow graduates. We have learned countless lessons of value these past 4 years. Mrs. Clanaris taught us about rhetoric. Mr. Van Zandt taught us how to find the area under a curve. Mrs. Carter taught us how to manage our time wisely. Mr. Martin taught us how to make a nickname for everything. And Mr. Hickerson taught us about his fondness of Mr. Kurtz as well as the Arby's beef and cheddar. And all of this knowledge will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life. But I think the most important thing we have learned these past 4 years is to never take anything for granted. I'd like to talk about what we've learned, the people we have to thank, as well as the people we have to remember. I told you that the most important thing we've learned is to never take anything for granted. 2 days before his tragic accident, our fellow graduate and my good friend, Eli Grove, left us with these 5 words that should resonate with each and every one of us. I myself, as well as all of you, do this every day without even realizing it. We take for granted all of our friends, our families, our teachers, and even our own lives. As my friend Darren Keller said, live today like it's your last. No one is guaranteed tomorrow. Appreciate life. We do not know what tomorrow brings. Appreciate your friends. Some of us will stay close after we go our separate ways, but some will drift apart. I will take with me some great memories. I will always remember all of the pool parties at Darren's house, the campouts at Cason's farm, and the bonfires at Will's and John's. I will laugh when I think of all the times we had the squad nights at my house, and my mom would yell at us because we would sound like a herd of elephants. Now this is my favorite part of my speech, getting to call some of you out. Dylan Holman, you have to stop hitting your head on fans. Jay Phillips, I'm sorry for having to beat you in FIFA all of those times. Tad Rue, thank you for always tying my tie. Chris Smith, just because high school's over doesn't mean we're done playing soccer together. Chandler Larson, you're the friendliest guy I know. Cody Stevens, you're the most down-to-earth guy I know. And Dylan McElhaney, you're the most sarcastic guy I know. Also, appreciate your family. Now I would like to personally thank my family. I'd like to thank my mother, Melanie Sweeney, who taught me that winning isn't everything. I'd like to thank my father, John Sweeney, who taught me that winning is everything. And I'd like to thank my brother, Chase Sweeney, who taught me that he can get salutatorian and I can still find a way to beat him. My main point is that we should appreciate all of those who have had an impact on our life to lead us to where we are tonight. This is it. Our new beginnings start here. As we go off to college, vocational school, or straight into the workforce, every one of us have the ability to do great things. As our former principal Landis used to say, we are the best students in the world. To quote from The Alchemist, it is precisely the possibility of realizing a dream that makes life interesting. Now let's go show the world what we're made of. Congratulations, class of 2016. We did it. Thank you.
And when we come back, we'll hear from the class salutatorian. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
The Russell Barnett Automotive family is the largest automotive retailer in southern Middle Tennessee. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from, we are your one-stop shop. Check out our awesome website, russellbarnett.com. There's over 1,200 vehicles to choose from. Stop by one of our 5 locations. That's Russell Barnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Chevrolet GMC, and Ford of Winchester, or Russell Barnett Ford and Kia of Tullahoma. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Tullahoma High School graduating senior Alec Yin was the 2016 class salutatorian. Let's watch as Alec speaks to his classmates.
The salutatorian of the class of 2016, Alec Yin.
Friends, parents, teachers, administrators, and people who just like to come to these things, welcome. I stand before you today a blessed and proud member of the class of 2016 who has been named salutatorian of his class. First order of business. There are people who will describe being the salutatorian as being the first loser when it comes to having the highest grades. Those people are not wrong. It's not cool, guys. All right, before I begin, I'd like to extend a personal word of gratitude to my parents. Mom and Dad, thank you for always being there for me, and I could not be where I am today without your support. For the next 2 to 3 hours, you all as the audience will have the distinct pleasure of hearing 250 names read, 250 pieces of paper being handed out, and 250 figures in all black walk from their seats and back. Welcome to graduation! But today is truly a great day. Today, my peers and I are leaving high school, a place of uncontrollable hormones and melodramatic rumors. It feels pretty great. But today, we are also leaving a second home, the place that has defined who we are and who we have been and who we have become. To some, it feels like it took forever. To others, high school has gone by in the blink of an eye. Think back to freshman orientation, a time when we seemed feeble and insignificant. A time when our knowledge of high school was restricted to Zoe 101 and iCarly. And now think to this year, a time when we can hold our heads high when we walk through the halls with the persistent reminder of college and the future and nostalgic memories of the past. Seniors, tonight is not only a night of celebration, but a night of remembrance. You may feel a small tug at your heart when you think that this is the last time that all of us seniors will be together. There's a bit of sorrow in the air, thinking of all the laughs we've had. Our last time eating with our lunch table, our last time going to practice after school, our last time hanging out in between classes, our last time taking one of Mrs. Carter's math tests. They're not all sad. And through it all, we as seniors must thank the people who have stood beside us every step of the way. Parents, teachers, underclassmen. To parents, thank you for your love and support. It has been a necessity for this chapter of our lives and will continue to be as we take our first steps into the adult world. To teachers, thank you for your commitment to education. To the world, you may be teachers, but to us, you are heroes. The influence of a great teacher knows no boundaries. Your work requires patience that few others can sustain and requires passion that few others will ever know. Thank you for what you do, an occupation as honorable as the people who do it. And to the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen who follow, thank you for continuing this school's tradition of excellence and for standing with us seniors in times when we have needed it most. And on behalf of all seniors, I give the following advice. Whether you have 1 year left or 3, find who and what you love in high school and cling on to them. Whatever you enjoy doing, keep getting better and don't stop. There are moments, whoever you enjoy spending time with, keep them close. These are the moments you'll cherish when you think back to high school, and these are the people you will remember in the future. I'm grateful for this opportunity to speak to you tonight, and to my fellow seniors, I wish you all the best in the future as we proceed with this momentous occasion tonight. Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
If you're in the market for a new vehicle, Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac is worth the short drive for savings that can't be beat. Take home this 2015 Chevy Equinox, 0 down, just $299 a month. Or how about this 2015 Chevy Silverado Double Cab, 0 down, just $369 a month. And as always, we will match or beat any dealer's price. So come check us out or visit us online at stanmcnabb.com. But please don't forget, when it comes to the best deals, if anyone can, Stan can.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. West Middle School hosted Tennessee Tech University's STEM program last week. STEM is a program where students learn about science, technology, education, and mathematics in a fun and interactive environment. Newsleader's Philip Scoggins stopped by on Friday and spoke with Tennessee Tech's College of Engineering's ambassadors about the program.
This week I've come here with two other College of Engineering ambassadors, Jake Raymaker and Kristen Vargas, and myself, Logan Smith. We have come to teach these kids about STEM education. We brought with us bench robots, we have windmills, and so we have rockets as well. And we want to teach these kids about STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And so in these projects that we brought with us, like the bench robots, we can program them to follow your finger around. They can move around, and so what it is it's a program that these kids go into, and they can literally write programs and program these robots just like these other complicated robots are programmed, like the robots that build our cars and factories, and the robots that vacuum our houses. And we're teaching them about aeronautics with the rockets and windmills, how windmills and generators work through that technology. All week we've had kids ranging from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and we've been here teaching these kids Monday through Friday, and all the kids, no matter what age group they are, they pick up on these things so quick. I mean, these young minds, they're on the technology, and they're just so fast to learn on these things, no matter how old they are. We're trying to inspire kids about the new cutting-edge technology and about college too, and trying to give them our college experiences and just let them know that the higher education is the way to go, and we really just want to inspire these kids to go to college and have a great education.
My name is Jake Raymaker, and I'm out here at West Middle School teaching the middle school students about science, technology, engineering, and math. And today we are assembling windmills and we're designing the most efficient windmill possible. And they're learning about renewable resources such as wind energy during this process. So the students today are creating, again, an efficient windmill design. They're able to change the pitches of the blades as well as add different numbers of blades to the windmills. Tennessee Tech's STEM program travels all throughout Tennessee, teaching young students about what's out there in the world and how they can impact society once they become older. And also this shows, it allows Tennessee Tech to show students what engineering is all about. The engineering ambassadors, which are students at Tennessee Tech University, they'll take turns throughout the whole year, going multiple weeks to many different schools throughout Tennessee, teaching students. I personally have been to 3 different school systems and have taught students about windmills and electric motors as well.
I'm Kristen Vargas. I just finished my freshman year at Tennessee Tech. I'm majoring in chemical engineering. I'm an engineering ambassador, and through the school I volunteered with the STEM Center and the STEM Mobile to be a Makers on the Move. And I represent our Tennessee Tech's engineering and its students all in one. Today we have an activity with the straw rockets. The kids, they're given materials, and their job is to use basic engineering skills, hypothesize, and evaluate which shapes of fins and how much clay they should put on their straws to make it fly the farthest. I explain to them the basics. I start off telling them what the activity is, what we're going to be doing, how it relates back to actual rockets, and how to use the rocket launchers, and then I give them the materials, let them go into groups, and try to work in teams. They make their first one, their initial, and then they can go test it, and if it doesn't work, they can go back and make adjustments and change their fin size, change them out of clay, change how they built it. They can do anything they want, really.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
And welcome back. The American Legion Ladies Auxiliary Poppy Sale is coming up this week. Jim spoke with Diana Robertson and Pat Outlaw from Tullahoma's Unit 43 Ladies Auxiliary about their fundraiser and what the proceeds will be used for.
We have Diana Robinson, who is the chairman of this year's Poppy Sale, and the president of the local Unit 43 Auxiliary, Pat Outlaw, who's been president for how long now, did you tell me? About 20 years?
15 or 20 years.
Yeah,
a long time.
Long time. And it is getting time for the annual Poppy Sale, which you guys have displayed here. And I'm going to get you to tell us specifically about the event here in a second, Diana. But can you give us a little background about the poppies in general and what they mean to you and why that's what you choose to use this fundraiser for?
Well, Jim, right after World War I, a lady from Georgia and her husband was visiting France. And they were going through the cemeteries, and they noticed these wild flowers growing all over the graves. And they asked, what are these flowers? And they said, they're poppies. And she said, well, are they planted? They said, no, they came up on their own. So she got the idea that she would like to give some kind of a memorial for all the mothers who lost their sons, all the families who lost their husbands and sons and children. So she did a memorial. So she went back and in 1921, she bought this before the American Legion. So in 1924, it was assigned that the American Legion Auxiliary would be in charge of the Memorial Poppy Fund.
Oh my goodness, so it's been going on that long.
That long, yes it has.
Okay.
And the poppies are all made by the veterans who are able to do the job. We have lost so many of them now though.
Are you talking about veterans that are in
a hospital?
In a hospital?
In
okay.
hospitals.
All right, and this is something that I know this local post has done ever since I remember. So I assume it probably started at the time that it did nationally.
It did.
So okay.
It did.
All right, Diana, you have the honor of being the chairman of this year's event. So tell us a little bit about this.
Well, it's the Memorial Weekend. Friday the 27th, we'll be doing our Poppy Drive at the Ascend Credit Union and Traders Bank, and then on Saturday the 28th we'll be at Walmart and Kroger's. And all the donations is put in a special fund for all the ward. We have a ward at Murfreesboro Hospital 8B, and there's 35 veterans in there, and all men except for one woman. And most of the money is used for their needs and parties whenever we can, a few times a year, and then they do a big Christmas party. And then a special project is 2 service dogs that will be presented in June, right?
At convention, summer convention.
Okay. And that's something new, isn't it?
Oh, last year we gave a track chair.
Yeah.
Well, track four-wheeler.
I remember,
okay.
yes. Okay.
The young man had a farm, a small farm, and there was no way for him to get around on the farm. So we started raising money, and it cost, I know, over $30,000, and we presented him that last year at convention.
Okay.
And
that would be the Tennessee chapter of the...
Just the Tennessee chapters. All of them went together.
Okay, great. Do you talk about those veterans that you guys really is your special project in the ward in Murfreesboro, VA? But these folks really, in some cases, really don't have anybody
Nobody.
except people like you who actually come and visit them once a month or whatever.
And we also do life care here in Tullahoma. That does not come out of this fund, though. That comes out of general fund.
Right.
And there are veterans at life care.
For sure, if you're not able to help, give generously when you see these ladies out there.
Give anything. We like pennies, dimes, quarters. I mean, we're not greedy. We'll take anything.
And they'll also take $100 bills if you have to have one of
Yes, we will.
have one of those, because it's really for a really, really good cause. Thank you so much for coming by here today.
Thank you for having us and always supporting the American Legion Auxiliary. We really do appreciate that.
Well,
Channel
you're most
6.
welcome. Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackpool, who has some suggestions to keep you and your children safe. Mike Inman from the Walking Horse Celebration will tell us about the upcoming fun show in Shelbyville, and we'll speak with Ted Conley from the American Cancer Society, who will tell us about this weekend's Relay for Life in Tullahoma. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1930 at 90 degrees. The record low was in 1964 at 34 degrees. The average high on this day is 77, and the average low is 53. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 49. Mostly sunny weather in your forecast for Wednesday with a high of 77 and a low of 50. And mostly sunny weather again in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 74 and a low of 52. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.